Good morning, first grade. It is Tuesday, April 7, 2020. And these are the supplies that you will need for today's math class. This is lesson 8.9. We'll also be doing a mini time lesson. It's Time Tuesday. So you'll need your Judy clock. I would grab a whiteboard marker eraser, your 8.9 lesson, a pencil, and a hundreds chart might be handy today. I'll give you a moment to get your supplies together, and then we'll begin our class. All right. Let's take our other supplies and just put them off to the side for a moment. We're going to begin with our Judy clock. Does anybody remember the name of the kind of clock a Judy clock is? It starts with the letter A. Yes, if you said analog, the Judy clock is an analog clock. What makes a clock an analog clock? Analog clocks have a face and they have hands. That makes an analog clock. Inside our Judy clock, I see something red and green. What are those things? That's right, those are gears. They're connected, aren't they? One gear moves this minute hand. The other gear moves the hour hand. And because those gears are connected, if I move my minute hand, watch my hour hand. What's it doing? Yes, it's also moving, isn't it? They're connected. If I move my long minute hand, the short hour hand also moves. If I'm looking at these big black numbers here, the one that the hour hand touches, that's because these big numbers are called the hour numbers. Those big numbers are the numbers we say first. We always read our short hour hand first. Then we can look out to our long minute hand. The long minute hand touches these numbers out here. If you notice those numbers go by fives, we call those the minutes. The minute hand touches the minute numbers. Now every single one of these little ticks stands for one. Watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on. These are the numbers we would read last if we're telling the time. So let's set our clock. Whenever we set our clock, we want our two hands to be straight up at the number 12, which stands for 12 o'clock. Now that we've set our clock, friends, please only touch the minute hand with the knobby. Okay? Do not touch the hour hand anymore. It will follow. Don't worry. Can you show me the number or the time 3 o'clock? I'm going to put my There we go. There's my 3 o'clock. Yes. All right, can you show me 6 o'clock? Six o'clock. That's right. Good job. Now can you show me 9 o'clock? Very good. 9 o'clock. Yes. Friends, can you tell me what time it will be in 3 hours? If it is 9 o'clock now, what time will it be in 3 hours? 1, 2, 3 hours. What time does my clock say? Yes, 12 o'clock. Good. Now that we know our clock says 12 o'clock, can you show me 12:30? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. 12:30. Yes, that long minute hand is touching the 30. You can see it peeking right there. Remember, as my minute hand travels around this clock, friends, my hour hand's going to move from 12 to 1. Now, if my hour hand is in the middle, that's because it's in the middle between 12 and 1, because I'm in the middle of the hour. I'm half past 12. I would say 12:30, half past 12, and you can see my hour hand is halfway between the two numbers, isn't it? Now remember, you cannot say 1 until that hour hand reaches the 1 all the way. Until then, we must say 12, 12, 12, 12, 12 until that hour hand touches the 1 completely. Okay, so don't forget that. All right, let's go to 1 o'clock. Good, there's 1 o'clock. Now let's go to 1:30. Very good. 1:30. Now let's go to 5 o'clock. Yes, say it with me. 5 o'clock. Now 5:30. Very good. 5:30. Excellent job, friends. You can put your duty clock off to the side. Let's move on to our lesson 8.9. Now I have my hundreds chart to help me do any adding or subtracting I might need help with today. We have quite a bit. Also, friends, I have my whiteboard, my marker eraser to also help with any adding or subtracting I might not be able to do in my head. I'm going to do on my hundreds chart today, okay? Don't be afraid to make a model if you need to. Of course, ideally, it would be good to be able to do it in your head, but never be afraid to make a model to help you add or subtract, or to use your hundreds chart as you're learning to see how we can add larger 2-digit numbers, okay? It's more important to understand what you're doing than it is to try and do it in your head just to look smart. You also want to be smart with your answers. Lesson 8.9, let's write our name on the paper first. Very good. All right, let's read our title. Practice addition and subtraction. Read it with me, friends. Essential question. What different ways can you use to add and subtract? Let's just talk about that quickly. What are some different ways, strategies I can use to add and subtract? I can make a 10. I can add 10s and then add 1s. I can count on. Yes, those are all great ways to add big numbers. It's important to look at the equation first and decide what kind of strategy should I use, right? We can't just use one strategy for every equation. Let's read it together. Draw to show the problem, then solve. The class collects paper bags for an art project. Ron brings 7 more bags than Ben. Ben brings 35 bags. So Ben brings 35. Ron says brought 7 more bags than Ben. So 35 plus 7. Right? If Ron brings 7 more than Ben did. So my equation is 35 plus 7 equals. Let's write it here on my model. 35 plus 7 equals. Okay, what are we going to do? What strategy? Do you think add 10s and 1s, make a 10, count on? I would say make a 10. So here we go, friends. Let's model 35. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Let's model 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's make a 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I need to circle all those. That just made a 10. Here we go. Now, how many 10s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many left over? 2 1s. So what's my number? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. There we go. 35 plus 7 equals 42. Friends, I also could have used my hundreds chart. 35 plus 7 more hops. 35 plus 7 more hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would have given me that 42 also. Let's go on to page 350. At the top, model and draw. Read it with me, friends. What ways have you learned to add and subtract? 5 plus 9, we should think. 9 plus 5 is the same as 10 plus what? Yeah, I need to make a 10, don't I? So I have to take 1 away from the 5 so I can add a 1 here to make a 10. So that's a 10 here. And what's 5 minus 1? It's a 4. So what's 10 plus 4? You're right. So think. 9 plus 5 is the same as 10 plus 4, isn't it? Which makes what? Good. There's another way I learned. Think 5 10s minus 3 10s. So 50 minus 30, I would start here at the 50, and I'm going to take away. That means I go back. I go down. I'm going down in my numbers even though I'm going up in my chart. My numbers are getting smaller, aren't they? So 50 minus 30. 10, 20, 30. What's my answer? 20. So 50 minus 30 equals 20. Remember, this is a subtraction, friends. So I came over here and I came at the 50. Don't minus 30 and go down. You're moving down in direction, but your numbers are getting bigger, which means you're adding. If I start at the 50 and I want to subtract, I have to go back up because my numbers go down, don't they? Like I'm taking away. My number has to get smaller, so don't be confused. Be very careful with addition or subtraction. 51 plus 21 equals, what strategy could I use here? Yes. Think 5 10s plus 2 10s, and then 1 1 plus 1 1. So I'm going to add 5 and 2, my 10s place. That gives me 7. Then I'm going to add my 1s place, a 2. Okay? Excellent. All right, those are the strategies I want you to think of as you're doing your addition and your subtraction. If you would like to work on your own, you can go ahead and fast forward the video to the end where we're doing our these two together. You can just move on if you want to. You don't have to do hot problems unless you like to do them. So if you want to do this all on your own, go for it. Just fast forward to the end if you need help. If not, just shut the video off. You're ready to go. If you would like to do these with teacher, keep the video running and I'll do them with you. Okay, here we go. Number 1, 30 plus 60. Yeah, let's start at 60 and let's count by 10s, adding 30. Ready? Here we go. Let's do 30. 10, 20, 30. Good. My number is 90. Number 2, 73 plus 5. Let's do 73 and just hop 5 over, okay? 73, now 5 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's my number? Yes, 78. Good. 10 minus 4. Number 4, 29 plus 4. Looks like we could just hop on, huh? Right down the row. Sure, let's start at 29, 4 more. 29, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's my number? 5. What's 9 plus 9? It's a doubles number. 9 plus 9. Number 6. 5 plus 6. Well, what's 5 plus 5? 10. So 5 plus 6 is 11. We would call that doubles plus 1. Number 7. 25 plus 54. Let's add our tens first. Now let's add our ones. What's 5 plus 4? Good, 79. All right, ooh, here's our first subtraction. So let's, or our second subtraction, but let's be sure to subtract. Our number needs to get smaller than 15. 15 minus 8. Let's start at 15. Let's do 8 hops back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you get 7? Good. Number 9, 40 plus 10 more. 40 plus 10 more. Good, 50. 40 minus 10. 40 minus 10. Good. Number 11, 14 minus 7. Hey, wait a minute. I know if I were to do fact families, I know a fact family that has 14 and 7. It is a doubles fact family. So if 7 plus 7 equals 14, 14 minus 7 equals 7. Number 12, 90 minus 70. 90. Let's hop 10, or I'm sorry, let's hop 70 back. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. What did I end on? Good, 20. 86 plus 12. Oofda. These are pretty big, but it looks like I could add the ones and the tens. Okay, let's do that. Let's add tens first, the tens place. What's 8 plus 1? Now let's add the ones. 6 plus 2. We could say 6, 7, 8. There we go. Number 14, what's 1 plus 9, or what's 9 plus 1 more? Yeah. Number 15, 6 plus 7. Hey, that's close to a doubles. What's 6 plus 6? 6 plus 6 equals 12. So 6 plus 7 equals, yes, 13. Number 16, 9 minus 2. So start at 9, hop back 2 times. Start at 9, 2 hops back. 1, 2. Good, 7. Number 17, 8 plus 31. Always start with your biggest number, friends, and then add on more, okay? 8 is really like 0, 8, if we're looking at tens and ones. I know it doesn't have a 0 there, but that's really what it is. Let's do that. Let's add the tens and then the ones, okay? What's 3 plus 0? Good. 3. What's 8 plus 1? 9, yes. 8 plus 31 equals 39. Now, I added that 0 here. Even though we don't see it, that's really in the tens place as a 0. And then we added tens and ones. That's one strategy. But I could also start with 31 and then hop 8 times up, couldn't I? 31 plus 8 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's move on. 50 plus 11, let's add tens and ones. Tens, what's 5 plus 1? What's 0 plus 1? Yes, 61. Good. All right, friends. Let's go ahead and flip it like a pancake to page 351. 351. Same type of thing, but before we were doing sentence form, now we're doing column form. We're still adding and subtracting. It's the same exact thing. It's just in a different form, okay? Let's do 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. Ten plus 10. Ha, it's number 20 and the answer was 20. Isn't that funny? 7 plus 42. Let's add the ones and then the tens. 7, 8, 9. 4 plus 0. There you go. Let's come to 41 plus 36. Let's add the ones and then the tens. 6 plus 1 is 7. What's 4 plus 3? 7. Good job. 23. 10 plus 8. 18. 16 plus 7. I think I might have to make a model here to make this 10. Let's model number 16. There's 16. Plus 7. All right, let's make a 10. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Now I have 1 10, 2 10s. How many left over? What's my number? 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yes. 23. 6 minus 6. 8 plus 3, say 8. Count on. 8, 9, 10, 11. 64 plus 3. What's 4 plus 3, friends? And bring that 6 down. 60 minus 30. 60. Now 30 hops back. 10, 20, 30. 7 plus 2. 7, 8, 9. 5 minus 1, if I have 5, what's 1 less? Good. 13 minus 5, 13, 5 hops back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 52 plus 40. Let's add ones and then tens. What's 2 plus 0? Just 2. What's 5 plus 4? Yes, 9. 52 plus 40 equals 92. 3 plus 2. Say 3, 4, 5. 30 plus 50. Let's start with 50 and do 30 more. 50. 10, 20, 30. That's 80. Good. 8 plus 4, say 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 18 minus 8. There's probably more ways we could do this in just one, but let's subtract the ones and then subtract the tens. What's 8 take away 8? If I have 8 cookies and I eat 8 cookies, how many do I have left? Good. 1 minus 0. It's like this is a 0. What's 1 minus 0? Still 1, isn't it? There we go. 18 minus 8 equals 10. 20 plus 13. What's 0 plus 3? 2 plus 1. Good. 70 minus 50. 70. Now we have to count back 50. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Good job, friends. 29 plus 2. Let's just count on 2 more. Say 29, 30, 31. 34 plus 24. Let's add the 1s and then the 10s, okay? What's 4 plus 4? 3 plus 2? 20 plus 70. 0 plus 0. 7, 8, 9. And 11 minus 7. Let's go to 11. Let's go 7 hops back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My answer is 4. Good job. Let's flip it over. We're to the back. We have 2 word problems. I'll let you decide if you want to do hot problem on your own, yes or no, and then test prep. We're getting ready for our review tomorrow. Please read with me. Solve, write, or draw to explain. Jane drew some stars. Then she drew 9 more stars. Now there are 19 stars. How many stars did Jane draw first? So we don't know the word sum. 9's important and so is 19. We're trying to find how many stars, right? Sum is always a number we don't know. So I'm just going to write a blank there. Plus 9 more equals 19. What plus 9 equals 19? Did you say 10 plus 9 equals 19? You're right. So how many stars did she draw first? She first had 10 stars. Number 44. Adele drew 10 more stars than Charlie. Charlie drew 24 stars. How many stars did Adele draw? So we don't know how many she drew, but she drew 10 more. And Charlie drew, we know, 24 stars, and then she drew 10 more. Then we need to know that last number. So Charlie drew 24, Adele drew 10 more. What's the number? What's 24 plus 10? 24 plus 10? You're right, it's 34. There we go. All right, friends, down to test prep. What is the sum? 40 plus 38. Good luck. I'll let you do it on your own. I would suggest starting on 38 and adding 40 more, counting up and down that 38 column. All right, good luck, and we will see you tomorrow. I love you. Have a great day.